Hi everyone, and welcome back to Easy Cooking with Linda B. Today I have a really good friend with me, and her name is
Linda.
Two Lindas here in the kitchen today. And Linda has a wonderful recipe that she's going to share with us. I'm going to have Linda explain all about it. But first, she'll give you a little rundown about us.
Linda is a customer where I work, and I've known her for quite a few years, and I know one thing about her is she is an amazing cook. But I have an amazing dessert to go with her amazing food. You're going to want to make this at least once a week or every time you have company because it's just so good and so easy and painless.
Now, this is going to be my first time trying this dessert, and I can't wait. So we're going to come back and we're going to show you the ingredients and give you the name of this wonderful dessert. And Linda's going to explain to you how she found out about this recipe. So we'll be right back. Okay, so Linda, you're going to tell everybody how you came across this excellent recipe of yours.
All right.
Okay.
So about 10 years ago, a customer came through my store and she bought 10 cans of this solo almond cake and pastry filling by Almond flavored. And I love almond flavored, marzipan flavored. So I said, what are you doing with that? And she said, I have a recipe from an aunt out west and I'm going to mail it to her because she can't get it out there. So I said, I'd love that recipe. Well, as you can see, this recipe has had its day and I'm not making another copy because I love it. And it reminds me of this woman. So easy, so used, and such a good recipe. But anyway, these are the ingredients. You can use 1 can of solo almond pastry paste, either toasted almonds or untoasted almonds, almost a cup, 1 package of white chocolate chips, and then you use 1 package of puff pastry sheets. You can buy a more expensive brand or you can buy a generic brand, store brand. It all comes out the same. And you just need 1 baking sheet with parchment paper on, and that's all you need besides confectionery sugar to dust these babies off in the end. That's it.
Okay, so Linda, what's the name of this dessert?
This is called Aunt Helen's stuffed cookies, but you could call it whatever you want.
Linda, first thing we're going to do is what now?
Well, puff pastry sheets come in 2 rectangles. As you can see, well, before we go on, preheat your oven to 400 degrees. That's one thing you want to do.
Which it's doing right now.
So you don't want to get them, they come frozen, and you don't want them to get too soft because it's hard to work with, and you don't want them too hard. But when you open one sheet, as you can see here, it's one big square. We're going to cut it right down the middle.
So you're cutting it in half?
Yes, to make 2.
Okay, so it's going to maintain the rectangular shape.
Yep. So now we're going to have 2 pieces here, and we're going to do the same thing to this guy.
Yeah, see, it gets a little sticky if it's kind of thawed like that. So maybe I could assist you. Maybe we could use the paper here to kind of separate it like this a little one.
Well, now you see what happens when you keep it on the counter too long.
Yeah. There you go.
So you got to work with it a little faster than you thought. Once again, another cut in half. So now we have 4 rectangles. That was a good save, Linda.
Oh, okay, good.
Now you take a fork.
Oh, do you want a fork? Oh, yeah, there we go.
And you generously prick the dough.
Okay, Linda, do you want me to do that while you're showing the next step?
That's great. So you prick the dough really well. Now you take your cake and pastry filling. Now I'm just going to take a spatula and I'm going to try and get this evenly on the 4 pieces. So you get an eye for it, and if one doesn't have enough, you go back and put more in. It's not a rocket science project. It's easy.
So Linda's done this many times, so she's going quickly at it because she's made it so many times. It's one of the most requested desserts, I bet, at home.
Oh, yeah. And don't feel like you're going to mess it up because there's no way you can mess this recipe up. No way. except to eat it all before your guests get there, which could be a problem.
That could happen too. I know in my household it could.
All right. Try and get it all out of the can because it's good stuff.
Yeah, you don't want to leave anything behind or waste it. Yeah, that one definitely could use more.
And you don't have to go to the very end because you're going to be folding it and you don't want it oozing out all over the place. Okay, that looks pretty good.
Yeah, that looks great.
So now white chocolate chips. And you're going to sprinkle as much as you want with this one package.
You know what I love about this, Linda? You don't have to really measure anything.
No.
Just have to make sure you have it here to
Yeah.
work with.
And you know what? If you want to use the whole package, use the whole package. If you don't have to. Depends on what you want. It's kind of like your dessert.
There you go.
I'm going to leave a few in there. And now the almonds. And we did toast our almonds.
Mm-hmm. But you don't have to. You could just leave them raw as they come in the bag.
Look at how easy this guy is. Piece of cake. And I work full time, and to have to make a dessert like a pie or something that's got a lot involved to it, and then versus this, it's crazy. I would choose this in a day. So now you roll it in half. This is where it's a little tricky. And you got to try and...
So you want to crimp it together on the outside. Okay.
This is why you don't want to have way too much stuff inside.
Overstuffing, yeah.
Maybe, Linda, you might want to do one?
Sure, I could do that.
That'd be great.
Of course, we're working with clean hands.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so Linda and I are going to work on this part of it, and then we'll show you what it looks like when it's all assembled before it goes into the oven. Okay, so now the last thing we want to do is dock it all the way around. Again, this will help the steam to escape and it won't puff up. But yeah, you're still going to get those beautiful layers, right, Linda, in between, those nice flaky layers? It's a guess. We shall see.
I never really look at the layers. I just look at what's inside. It looks so good. Sorry.
So that's okay. So before we move on, what we did was we took the seam side, closed it up really well, and we're putting it seam side down so that it stays sealed during the cooking process. So Lynn, this now goes into the oven
for 20 to 25 minutes. No longer, just 20 to 25. You don't leave it in.
And then when it's done, we're going to take it out and show you what it looks like.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Aunt Helen stuffed cookies, or you could call them whatever you want. That's a good one. Are now out of the oven, and we've let them cool because it is very hot inside. So Lynn, what's the next thing we do?
I just want to show you the bottom of these, how nice they look. Look at how golden brown they are.
Oh boy, I
Yummy.
can't wait to get into that.
So what we're going to do is just get a nice knife, and you're going to make slices. This is your cookies. Make sure it's a sharp knife. You can make them as big as you want, depending on how many people you have coming over. I like to make this size.
Yeah, because you could feed quite a few. And plus, they probably taste so good, you just can't stop with one, right?
That's true. So look at this, how nice they look.
Oh, yeah. So inside here, you can see the almond paste with the white chocolate and bits in there. And then, of course, there's the almonds, too. Now Lynn's going to...
Confectionery sugar.
Yeah, sprinkle that. We'll make it snow. Ooh, awesome.
Put them on a pretty plate, and you're good to go.
Okay, so now... Lynn, we're both going to go in for a taste test.
Cheers.
Can't wait to try this. Cheers. Mmm.
Mm. So good.
Oh my God.
Yummy, huh?
Oh, wow.
Oh, now I've got confectionery sugar all over.
That's all right. It's snowing.
You're going to love these cookies.
Oh my goodness. These are so good. I got to have another bite.
As you can tell, they're delicious because this one's almost gone. And if you have these ingredients in your house, you can make them anytime you want. That's the good thing about them. And there's no cleanup because you're using parchment paper on your baking sheet. So how good does that?
It's a win-win. My goodness, I had so much fun, Linda.
I
Thank
did
you
too.
so much. And hopefully I'll have Linda back with me again sometime
Oh, I'd
soon.
love that. I'd love to bake and I'd love to share my recipes with you.
Oh, great. Thank you. That's what I want.
Thank you for letting me come into your home, everybody.
And I know you guys are going to love her. So you'll definitely see her again. So I hope you enjoyed watching our video of us making this wonderful cookie. And as you can see, it's so simple and it is so delicious. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to my videos. It does help my channel to grow so that Linda and I and others can bring you some awesome recipes and we'll all have a great time together doing it. So remember, enjoy life and never stop learning. Bye now.
Bye-bye.